What's up, Blue Chips? We're going to try something different. Let me know if you like it, and let me know if you don't. But we're going to take some of the top traders that are also posting their trades here on the YouTube platform, and we're going to kind of just take a look at them, discuss them, maybe give our thoughts on them. So let's get to it. All right, so starting us off here, we have no other than Ross Cameron over at Warrior Trading. And his trade today was one of his 3 trades, was on LMPX. So we're going to go ahead and take a look just real quick at his entry that he is discussing in his live trade recap. He's currently in a seminar down in Miami. So this isn't usually what we'd be looking at. We'd usually be looking at a screen share. But in this case, we're looking at a nice big projector screen and him kind of discussing it. So let's take a quick listen.
The bell rings and it pops up for a second. It drops down as it curls back up right here. That's right. Punch the buy button. Now, in order to press the buy button.
Okay, so we have LMPX. Have this up on the chart. So he was saying right at the bell, which is right on this big candle here. Obviously, he was looking at a different chart. He was actually looking at a 10-second chart, but we're going to go ahead and just look at the 1-minute chart to try to get some sort of idea here. So what he saw on a 10-second chart is he saw this thing pop up and he saw it come back down. And as it was coming back up, he was looking for this break of the high of day. So because I remember him saying he bought in at 1650 and he was looking for the move up towards 17. He ends up selling at 17, and then when it comes back down, he buys in again, looking for, I believe he didn't buy the dip. As it started to come back up, he bought again for the break through 17 up towards 1750. And then so pretty much 2 breakout trades, right? That's what Ross does. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's works for him. It's been proven to work for him. So essentially what you'll see a lot from Ross is pretty much the moves that I personally look for. You guys know I love shorting extended moves into resistance areas above previous resistance. He's essentially looking to be in on that move that I'm waiting for it to happen. You know, I'm waiting for this big move to happen. Well, he's looking to be in on that move. He's looking for that breakout move away from the resistance, and then he's looking to sell up at the top. So in a sense, Ross's strategy is the beginning of what creates my strategy, right? So that just goes to show you that there's so many different ways that you can make money in the market. So when we'd be looking to get into this trade, you know, we have this resistance here from after hours and pre-market. We see the extension right here on this candle is kind of when we'd be looking to get in. Most likely we would have been looking for the 1750 break. Obviously didn't get it. It stopped right at 1750, and we get a move all the way back down here on the pullback all the way down to 1610. Now keep in mind this is a lower float. It's not something that we would typically play anyway personally, but if you know Ross over at Warrior Trading, that's what they tend to play, the lower float stocks, because of the big moves that they can make when they do have a successful breakout.
My entry, as you guys will recall, was at $1.35. I bought, I think it was 300 shares, and then I stopped out at $1.15 as it broke down right here.
Okay, so this is DPW. And he said his entry was at $1.35. So as you can see, I'm only going to assume it was right here at the bell. And it looks like he was getting in for the break of this high. And his entry was at $1.35, which actually happened to pretty much be the top here. And you guys know me. If I would have saw something like this, the last thing I would do is think about longing. But everybody looks at the market a lot differently. And as you can see, a big extension, very strong move. You guys know the saying that I use all the time, the stronger the move, the weaker the trend. And sure enough, we get this move all the way back down. And as you heard him say, he stopped out at $1.15, which is right here. And his entry was actually up here at $1.35, which is near the top. So when you're looking to buy these breakouts, as you guys saw on LMPX, they do work, but there are times where you're going to get shut down just like this, and it happens.
And this red to green move is where I got in. It squeezed up, as you can see, up to 430, but then didn't hold that level. My entry was right around 396. And
all right, so this was MYSZ, and he was saying he was looking for the red to green move. So when we look at this, we never actually saw the chart for this one, but he said it flushed down here, and then it started to curl back up for the red to green. So I'm only going to assume, let's take a look at the open price here at 9:30. So 387. So he was looking for this move here. So, and he said his entry was at 393. And then he was looking for this big move up. Apparently it goes up. Let's take a look at the 1 minute, just out of curiosity. Yeah, it doesn't really tell too much of a different story. But apparently he sold and it pulled back and he jumped back in for, I guess, the break of this candle here at 418. And it went up to 430. He tried to sell on the ask, I'm assuming, didn't get filled, and it flushed back down. He actually ended up taking a pretty much break-even loss trade on this one, on the second trade. But he ended up making profit overall because of the first breakout trade here. So this trade I don't really disagree with. We actually see this all the time. You know, usually it's later in the day, though, where you'll have a stock that attempts to move up and it'll kind of die off at the beginning of the day after its initial surge or, you know, denial in the first 15-30 minutes. And you'll kind of see it find a base. And in this case, it happened pretty quickly. But a lot of times you'll kind of see it just kind of go sideways and then kind of start to curl up. And then you'll start to see volume come back in. As you can see, a lot of volume came in here as the move happened. And, you know, it tends to kind of break out because it found its base. The sellers can't seem to get through it. So the support's there. It starts to curl up. All the shorts that were hoping it would go lower start to cover, and it kind of creates a squeeze. Buyers start to pile in, and that's usually what creates these nice big moves. So I don't completely disagree with these. Just not my style of play, at least currently. They're a lot more 50-50 in my opinion. So, you know, that's where, you know, appropriate sizing comes into play. And it was a good trade for Ross. Just a little something I figured I'd try out. Maybe kind of just go over, dissect what the top traders here on the YouTube platform are really looking at and trading on a daily basis. And if you guys like this, let me know. Let me know down in the comment section below. If you don't like it, let me know that too. Obviously, this is my first time doing it, so the structure, you know, I'm kind of trying to figure it out. I figured this time I would just kind of wing it, and we'll just kind of go from here and see if we want to continue this. I kind of like the idea. I'm always trying to learn, so always looking at other people's strategies. Like Mike trades a little bit more technical. Ross is trading breakouts. Neither of those are my strategy, so it's always nice to look at other traders' strategies to kind of see why the stock might be doing what it's doing at certain points and how to almost incorporate that into your own strategy and how to look at certain things that are happening on the chart at specific times. So I can say, hey, Ross is probably in this right now. When would he be looking to sell, right? Because if I'm looking to short, that's, you know, maybe we're looking at the same thing. He's looking for a spot to sell. I'm looking for a spot, you know, to get short to start my position. With Mike, it's kind of the same thing. Is he looking to scale out? If so, where's his final take profit? If his final take profit is $3, okay, that's probably where I'd be looking to get short on this nice intense move. So there's always benefits to watching other traders, even if their strategy is not the strategy that you implement on a daily basis. So that's all I have for you. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Always appreciate that support. We're getting close to 1,000 subscribers. So yeah, help me out. Let's get there. I don't ever ask for anything if you're new here. So it might seem like I do because I just did, but I don't. It's just who I am. I have a personal milestone. Just want to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, as you can see by the sub count down there in the video. So I'll leave you with that, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.